So, ghetto gangster beauty. Hello, Igor. I saw her
My
material. She was live streaming. That's
I love it. I
hilarious.
love it. See, life has gotten so crazy. It's gotten so crazy that even Richard, he's upside down. Our life is turned upside down.
Is it upside down? Is this
Oh
better?
wait, now we got you. Now ooh, you so handsome. Look at you, so handsome. COVID's been treating you right. So let's give a big shout out to Miss Maria de la Ghetto.
Woo!
Thanks for having me on here. I'm so excited.
Girl, tell us, where are you from?
I'm from LA. I was like, is it this way? I can never get it right. I was like, which way does it go? I try to be gangster and I just look like I'm special, so we'll just not do that.
Okay.
I do get a lot of the what are you, if that's what you were trying to ask.
Wait, do people still ask you that? Do people ask you?
Oh my God, Becky.
What do you say when someone comes up to you?
My favorite thing is like, oh my God, you're so exotic. What are you? And I'm like, bitch, hungry. The fuck does it look? What you think? We ain't gotta be PC. Like, I'm fat and I'm okay with it. You know, it's only skinny people that are not okay.
I
with
love that shit. Yes, you embrace that shit.
Like, what are you gonna have for breakfast? I'm gonna have 2 ignorant white people with a biscuit.
Don't forget the gravy. With salt and pepper, Becky, with your bland ass white food. My God.
So how has this COVID been for you? What is it like lately? What's going on? Are you hating it? What's going on? Tell us.
All right, so this is a little bit of like rough thing. It's been a little, it's a little tough to talk about, but it's been fucking great. Like I can't even lie.
Our viewers need to know, what is the De La Ghetto COVID?
Yes.
Like,
now that you're in quarantine, what are you doing? What is something that you developed the habit of doing now that you've been in quarantine?
Well, I mean, eating more? I don't know.
Welcome to the club, girl.
Like, I feel like my whole life, this whole thing my life has been preparing me for quarantine, you feel me? Like, all these Fashion Nova fit hoes are talking about, like, working out and this and that. I'm like, Fashion Nova don't fit no more, girl. You better take your ass to Fashion Nova Plus, okay? Quarantine body, I've been having quarantine body. You feel me? Like, I already had the quarantine weight before it started. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm just like, now I'm thriving, bitch. I'm thriving. Like, Rona is a petty bitch, okay? She petty. You know why? Because she done made all these skinny hoes fat. And you know what? She's looking out for the big girl because she done leveled out the playing field. Fat girls know their angles type of shit. You know what I'm saying?
They flatten the curve.
There it is. That's okay.
They flatten the curve for big girls.
We know the angles. We know the angles, bitch.
Nice.
Do it up here, bitch. What angle is this? Obtuse.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Don't know. Like this.
What is your favorite angle?
The obtuse angle, bitch. Just shut up.
I love it. What's your obtuse? Okay. Hashtag obtuse. That's gonna become a thing. Hashtag obtuse. If we can just figure out how to spell obtuse, because I know most people. I gotta Google how to spell that shit.
You don't need to. Just ask Siri. What?
So,
what about you guys? What's going on? Like,
me, I got to get the hell out of the house for a little bit. My brother and the whole family, we're about to buy a business, make it into a comedy club out here in Riverside. So it's exciting, man. People are going broke. They're getting rid of their businesses. And me and my brothers, we saved our nickels and dimes, man. We're going to take advantage of this. It's a blessing, I'm telling you. For me and my family, it's a blessing.
You're turning your bedroom
We're about to buy a
comedy club, Richard? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. The very first Spanish comedy club.
oh, wow. See, Rona, she's down, bro. Rona's down for us.
Yeah, bro.
She's down for the big girls. She's down for the Mexicans. She's down for all the...
Wait, are you Mexican?
Yeah. Oh, so I'm actually half Mexican, half Filipino. So 50% Mexican, 50% Filipino, 100% still hungry. There it is. That's really what's going on.
Now
Like,
you're from. How did you end up in El Centro, California?
my dad actually had a job. He worked at the Chino prison here in LA, like out
Okay.
in Chino, whatever. And then he transferred over there for like a better position. And so they actually, get this, they actually pay employees at the prison an extra, like a bonus at the end of the year for living in El Centro. That's how
Yes.
fucked up it is.
That's why I'm asking you. Why do you think I'm asking you? How the fuck did you end up in El Centro?
Yeah, man.
My ex-wife, which was a border patrol agent,
Oh,
lived in El Centro, and she was from
Yeah.
the Central Station.
Wait a minute.
Oh, yeah,
Your
yep.
wife was one of those Mexi can't come into this country.
Yes, my wife was a
Hey.
border patrol agent, and
Do
and I'm beaner, dude. I snuck in. So it was like she was sleeping with the enemy, bro.
You married.
I remember the first time we had a one night stand. Me and her. That's how me and my first wife met. We had a one night stand. And I remember when I got up to the bathroom, I opened the closet, and I felt so happy. I was like, "Fuck yeah, I'm fucking a border patrol agent's wife." Fuck him. I didn't know that was her.
Speaking of sex, how is the sex life during Rona?
Yeah.
What's going on? Tell us, Della Ghetto. How are you getting taken care of?
Okay, well,
Do you
First
get taken
it was-
care of now? Do you get taken care of? Do guys come over and say, "Hey, I'm gonna take care of you, Maria"?
hell no, because you know what? Look, at first I was like, okay, I'm cool. You know, I had just gotten it in right before. I was good for, a good solid, like, couple weeks. tops,
Somebody
that's
served it. Somebody served it.
Someone
in?
served it up, and I was, I was fed. I was full. I was
Uh-huh.
good for a good 2 weeks, maybe.
Uh-huh.
And then I was like, I got the itch, but then, not that itch, though. keeps
I
it
thought you
clean.
had got something. I was
I
like,
know. Oh my God.
Okay.
No, see, but that's just it. I was not trying to get no coronavirus because of the quarantine. I was like, no. So then finally I got someone hit me up and they were like, yo, what's good with that quarantine? And I was like, I read it as Quran, bitch. I was like, oh shit, are we doing Muslim dick now? Like, is that what's in? Because it is their time to shine. Like, I'm here for it. I was like, give me that Quran D. Like, I'm ready. I hear that Quran is thick, okay? And I'm here for it. So, but after that, I was like, yeah, no, bro. You meant quarantine. Okay. Lost in translation there. But I'm still here I was like, damn, I'm ready for them to jihad that pussy. You feel me? Like, I was like, I'm here for it. But then little misunderstanding.
So is anybody servicing now? Is anybody going and servicing the D?
Nah, man, it's dead. Now it's just like she went into hibernation. So my vagina, her name is Ming, because I'm half Asian, so it made sense.
Ming.
Yes, because my eyes aren't the only thing that's slanted. You know what? You feel me? Like you got that slanted. Anyway, you have no idea how many people have actually asked me that question, and I'm like, is that a thing? Do Asian girls have slanted vaginas? I don't understand.
Wait,
It's like this. It's like this. It's.
I know.
It's because it's.
So I
It's
thought,
half.
right?
But if I rolled up on a horizontal vagina, I would freak out. Do you?
I'd
that's
take a
the
picture
point. Do you
and
have
show
a
it to my friends. They're
horizontal
like, "Look at
vagina? Now that's some scary shit.
I would fuck it just for the story. I would fuck the side pussy just for the story.
That's real.
Yeah,
I wouldn't
gotta
be mad at
try
you.
it. Yeah,
I
wouldn't be
I'd
mad.
fuck it.
I would
Just
want
see
to
what
know
it
about
feels
it.
like. I had regular pussy. I never had side pussy.
If you got a curved dick, all you got to do is hook up with side pussy, and you'll make like a.
Oh shit! You remember each other?
That's like your soulmate right
Yeah,
there.
right
You're
there.
meant
You
for
don't-
each
you don't-
other.
Now
you don't
who's
let her
watching
go.
us or can hear us. Have you ever encountered a horizontal pussy? Please text us, message us. We need to
Yes.
know. The world
Yes.
wants to know. How is it? We want to know. We're curious.
I don't even know, and I have one. So please,
Okay.
educate me.
Who do you like to have sex with the most? Like, what are you attracted to? Is it black guys, Mexicans, Asians?
Why gotta
big
be guys? Why
small
can't it
guys?
be girls?
Or girls? Because she said D. I didn't. She said P.
Oh yeah,
So,
I mean,
yeah.
I don't hate on the P. You know what I'm saying? Like, I tried it once. I wasn't really into it. It was just like, it was like an appetizer. I just kept waiting for the D to show up, and it was just, it was
Never
foreplay
happened.
the whole time.
That's how it is.
Yeah.
Pussy's the appetizer, and D, that's the main. That's
Right.
meat
So like,
and potatoes.
if you get me shit faced enough, I'm down for whatever. Like, I don't care if it's D or P or both or peanut P and PB and J, whatever. Like, I'm down if I'm drunk. But just know that. Just know that if it's just the P, that's just an appetizer. I'm gonna be waiting for the D. You know what I'm saying? And so it just wasn't into it. And it's also like when I eat, like, legitimately texture, I'm huge on texture, and I don't like mushy stuff. I'm not even kidding. I'm big dead ass serious right now. I don't like mushy texture food. So I like crispy and hard. So just give me the hard ass.
Oh my gosh.
You know what I'm saying?
I know it's 2:15. It's a little early. So I was talking with my mom, and we were talking about how my brother found a D pic on her phone.
Oh,
And
okay.
she grabs the phone from him, and she's like, "Oh my god, this is so embarrassing. Look at it. It's flaccid."
That's what she's worried
Okay.
She
about.
was embarrassed.
So why would
by the
you wanna-
flaccid pic.
Like,
It
that's
wasn't
what's
standing.
concerning.
I mean, come on. At least it could be standing. It was just, why? There's nothing worse than a flaccid D pic. You're gonna have a D pic. You're gonna send me a D pic, make it card. Why are you gonna have this? Who wants? You know what? It's so ugly. And there's nothing worse than a sleeping D. It's just disgusting. It's disgusting. You never want to
Mushy.
look at it's sleeping. It's gross.
Yeah, you gotta prep it up, right? You don't just send a dick pic with a fucking flaccid. You gotta
No, that
dress it
doesn't make
up,
any
put it-
sense.
No, right? You put a little bow on it. Maybe
Exactly.
make it look nice. Yeah.
Put some lashes on that bitch. Like, dress that bitch up.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
One
Met Gala.
one eyelash. No,
Why
that's
not?
it,
Just one.
eyelash.
Like, you send it like you going to the Met Gala, okay?
There you go.
Where are you going? Where are you going, Richard? What's going on?
I'm going
we caught
home,
you
bro.
where we at?
I'm going home. I picked up my brother. I told you we went to go see this comedy club. We're gonna open it up hopefully by September. But
Very
yeah, that's the
cool.
plan, man. That's the plan. We're gonna open up a comedy club out here in the IE, and
What
See what
name? What name are you guys thinking?
because it's an old pizza joint, but it already had a liquor license, so we're gonna call it Villa's Brothers Funny Pizza.
I got
That's
I got a better name for you.
What is it?
Comedy Slut.
Comedy Slice? Oh, Comedy Slice.
Comedy Slut.
Oh, comedy slice. That's
Oh,
cool.
Comedy Slice.
Comedy Slice. I like that. Comedy
I like
Slice.
that.
Yeah, Comedy Slice.
Got the name, yes. Come get your Comedy Slice.
Come get
That's
my Comedy Slice.
okay.
Yeah.
Somebody brought me to bring it
And
today.
it's so funny. We worked at Chuck E. Cheese. Me and my brothers.
How
We all worked. My
cute.
sister-in-law. We all worked at Chuck E. Cheese when we were like 16, 17. Now I'm 42, and we're back to making fucking pizzas. What the fuck? You know what I mean? I thought, hey, man, this is just a stepping stone. Apparently, it was a career choice. Now I'm gonna be a.
You know what? Your life was prepping you for this moment.
Yeah.
Just like I said, I was ready for quarantine. You ready for pizza, boo?
Yeah,
You know?
that's it. That's it.
All of this
Sometimes
is-
the universe just lets you know.
Yeah.
What are our favorite COVID snacks? What are you eating? Like what's
Oh my God.
What are you doing? What's your favorite COVID comfort food? Richard?
For me, pancakes, bro. My baby, I have a little girl, and every day
Aw.
pancakes. I'm like, God, I'm done. No more pancakes. So that's become my favorite thing, bro. Pancakes.
Aww.
Because she knows I have time. She knows, Daddy, you don't have to go to work. Make me pancakes. God damn. I have to make pancakes every day? Shit. But that's it. Pancakes.
That's so cute. Oh my God.
Yours, Maria?
What about you?
Mine
Maria?
is
What you eat?
So I have this. It's an authentic, like, norteño Mexican dish. You might have heard of it. It's called hachiros con
Oh.
salsa con queso.
Very Mexican, very traditional. That is.
I feel like that's like the staple. Like, you know, you're a hood rat when you have the fucking hachiro fingers.
Okay.
Not hachito. It's hachiros. Hachiros fingers.
Have you ever
Like, you
made-
know.
Oh, yeah.
Have you ever rubbed one out while eating and switched fingers by accident?
No.
I
This
have-
is my
I have-
left hand. I'm a righty.
Okay. I have grabbed the jalapeno, eat a jalapeno, and then went to go pee. And then I started going, oh my God, my dick hurts. Oh my God, I'm hurting. I held it with the wrong hand, dude. I didn't wash my hands.
See, that's why
So you're a
I
switch
love
hitter.
Russian food. It's all like beets and potato, nothing burns. It's just like.
But you know what? Sometimes you need to spice it up. Maybe I give it a try. It'll be something new, you know?
Yeah. Now I like how Maria said, "What's your favorite snack?" She said, "This one." She had it there. Like
I told you, a bitch is always hungry.
I love it.
You ain't never gonna go hungry with a fat bitch. Although I
No,
will say real quick,
that
I
is
am
true. Amen. Amen.
I am not a good fat chick in the sense of I don't keep you warm in the winter or give you shade in the summer. Like I'm not big enough to do that, and I exude like my body heat. It's I'm always cold. It doesn't make sense for a fat bitch to be cold, but that's what it is. Like I think that's one of my shortcomings as a fat chick. You know?
You're not hot. You're just cold.
Yeah, like just like my heart. It's just ice cold.
Listen. At least you're not like the girl I was dating. She was so big, she woke up sweating.
So
And I said, "Why are you sweating?" And she said, "I dreamt I was running." I was like, "God damn, bitch, you sweating." She was dreaming she was running in her sleep. And I was like, "Bitch, that made you sweat." Just
Are you
the
doing
thought
any
of
kind of
running.
exercise now with this going on? Like, what are we doing? Are we doing anything? What
Yeah.
does your exercise regime or activity look like? Maria, tell us. What are you
Maria,
doing?
yeah, tell us. What are you doing, Maria?
lifting
Nothing.
lifting food to my mouth. Like I'm gonna be honest. There's no. The most like I'll go outside. Like okay, well I'll try to go for walks and stuff, but like for the most part, I just go outside and water my plants, and then I'm like, oh well, I was sweating enough. It's fine. Let's go back inside and eat some more Cheetos. I'm too lazy. I'm too lazy to be doing all that. That's just not like one of my things. Is growing up, I was like I've always been fat, like I said. So one of my things was like shopping for clothes was always like rough. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I had to like go to Kmart and shit. And my mom always bought me those shorts that are bicycle looking shorts now, that they're cool now. With these skinny hoes wearing these bicycle shorts. No, bitch, that will never be cool. I will never wear those ever again because I looked like the fat kid in special ed wearing those damn bicycle shorts. Like, never again. I'm traumatized from those goddamn bicycle shorts. And then you finally get older and like I can go shopping, but this shit's so expensive. It's like a 700% markup for $3 extra of cloth. I was like, $3 extra, that's it. And I'm paying on like $50 for this dress. So I make sure I have two things on my checklist when I go shopping. Number one, when I'm buying a dress, can you see my pussy? No. Great.
That's always a good one.
Number two, can you see my pussy now? And then I just lean back a little bit. That 1 inch. No, you can't? All right, I'll take 3 of these dresses. We're done. That's my shopping. Sick of it.
So what other hardships did you have growing up as a kid? So buying clothes off the rack didn't fit. What other things were tough for you as a kid? Because me, my name's Igor. Like no one wants to play date with Igor. Like no one's trying. No. They just want me as their science partner.
Oh.
It was bad. I mean, it would literally they'd be like Igor, and this is like in college. And I'm like looking around. I'm like, why are you following me, Dean? Jesus. It was bad. It was so bad. So what about like what did you have to go through? What did you have to go through?
Oh man, I mean that was probably one of the worst ones. Like I hated the clothes shopping. My mom didn't make it any better because my mom is the Asian one. So Asian moms, bro, that's a whole other beast. Like I feel like having a Russian mom is probably similar because they don't tell you I love you. They tell you you're fat or you're ugly or whatever. So my mom would always be like, she would just be like, you're so pretty. There's always a backhanded compliment. You're so pretty. You have pretty face, but you just have to reduce a little bit. Just reduce a little bit. I remember one time I took her to pay some bills or something, and there was a Curves gym. Those like little, remember Curves? Remember that shit?
Well, for women. Only
for women, for big girls, right? She was sitting in this car, and I come back in from paying a bill, and she's just watching them like disgusted look. She was like, I don't understand what these, and they were all white, so I mean, it's obvious. So I don't understand what these white women pay all this money for. And they're jumping around and they look stupid and they're running all around this room and jumping on the trampoline. I just want to go in there and tell them, why don't you just walk?
Run, bitch! Run!
I literally came in back inside the car real quick to get my wallet because I was about to sign up for Curves. Needless to say, we dipped out real quick. Real quick. Didn't look back. Didn't think
Now,
twice. Thanks, Mom.
is your mom skinny?
She was back in the day. Now she's a pudgy little like turkey, like what do you call it? Those it's like that butterball turkey.
Butterball.
My mom used to call me that too. Now, you best believe. I take every chance to stab at her. I'm like, oh, what you got in there, Mom? I'm
You're so
not pregnant.
pretty. If you want to be smaller, you just
I was like, Mom, I thought you couldn't get pregnant after menopause. What's going on here? She don't like that very much.
that's baby shit. That's the baby shit.
Oh my God.
I can't help it. We got to admit, like with the news today and everything that is going on, I am just embarrassed for us as a people. What do we need? Like, what is going on? What did you think today when you picked up your phone, Maria?
Oh, it was really rough. I mean, that's when that like stuff happens, that's rough. But the silver lining, I will say, for this Rona, like I kind of mentioned earlier, is she a petty bitch. Rona's petty. And I found that after all this shit, especially like with the Asian racism going on, I couldn't help but get a little like teary-eyed because I was like, shit, now people are seeing me for Asian.
Oh.
They always tease me for being Mexican, and now I'm being seen.
And for like, Mexicans, everybody's Chino. Everybody's Chino. It doesn't matter.
Absolutely.
You say, no, you're Chino.
I gotta get beer number 2. Wait, Richard, what did you just say? Mexican.
For Mexicans, always, if you have slanted eyes, Chino. It doesn't. You can be Korean. They're Chino. Everybody's Chino. So you're Chino.
What does it mean? Because they always tell me this in Mexico, and I'm in Mexico right now. And they go, siempre llegas en chinga.
In chinga, you always show up quick or in a hurry.
But why does Chinese have to do with hurry? Explain to me.
No,
why.
in chinga means quick, bro. It doesn't mean Chinese.
Okay. So I was like, wait, why are they calling me Chinese? Just because I'm in a rush?
Yes. No, they're not calling Chinese because you're in a rush. They're calling you chinga. In chinga means hurry up.
Oh, really?
Chinga, yes. You didn't know that? Vete en chinga.
No, I just thought it was something like chingona. Like, I know people always calling me chingona.
Como chingas, en chinga. It's like saying fuck, fuckers.
Yeah.
Fuck them, fuck me, fuck that. It's used in multiple ways. Chinga. But vete en chinga means quick. Go there quick.
Now, we're all in the funny business. I'm very curious. Where do you see the future of comedy going? Richard, you're getting the comedy slice. You think we're going to go back to live shows very soon? Hopefully.
I'm betting my savings on it, bro. I'm betting my savings on it. Yes,
what about you?
I'm telling you.
Maria, where do you see the future of comedy going? What's like, my hair looks crazy. I need some love.
You look good, Igor. You look good.
Okay.
You look very quarantined. You look very quarantined.
You could just call it the Jufro look. You know what I mean? Like,
there you go.
I don't know. I think for a while it's going to be online, and I think that's great. Eventually, they're going to go back to live shows because it's an escape for people. But I feel like they're going to do a lot more with online stuff now. I think they're going to be integrated somehow, you know, like maybe doing shows with the comedians and then broadcasting it. You know what I mean? Like, instead of everyone from home, you'll have like comedians at a club and then broadcasting it like worldwide even. You know what I mean? Like, I think it'll be a broader reach now.
So have you done any of these online shows?
Yeah. Outside of, like, I just did my first Zoom show like a couple of weeks ago, and then after that, like, everybody was doing it. I was like, oh.
Yeah, I got booked to do the very first Spanish stream show that they're doing for the Laugh Factory on November 20th. I've never done it before, but I'm anxious to see how it's going to work out. A lot of people tell me it's just storytelling. So, Maria, I got to see yours. And
From when?
From on your Facebook. You posted it. The
I
live
did?
stream you did, yes. Or
It's a
somebody
platform.
tagged you on it.
Oh yeah, last night. Last night?
We did a show together for Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I got to see your set, and I'm looking at how everybody's doing it, and it's really that. I think this is the time for your fans to really to get to know you, and you can tell them stories about your childhood. And if your fans or people who are not fans of you, at least that way they can relate and go, "Oh, you know what? I went through that. That is
Yeah.
true." You know what I mean,
For sure. We drink.
Hey, can you guys see me?
No, you're just a
No.
little black.
I'm out. I know.
Yeah,
I don't know
can
why
hear
I'm
you.
black.
Though. I can hear you. You're like the ghost of Corona past.
I don't know why I can't, but I'll see if I can put my face back on there.
All good, all good.
I got it.
So, Maria, how did you get into comedy? What was your inspiration to become a funny woman?
Talking shit to people, because I always had to, it was my defense mechanism. Someone was always trying to come at me, always trying to come for me. So I always had to clap back. And that's where it started. And so it became funny. Like again, you know, the Corona, she's making like all the skinny girls got to use their personalities now. So good luck to that. But being real.
Listen, I'm one of the chubby guys, and let me tell you, this is the only way we got hooked up. If we were funny, if we were charismatic, if we tap dance, sing, and dance, because nobody was going to look at us. They're not going to say, "Oh, look at that cute guy." They can say that, "Look at that funny guy." Well, they're never going to say, "Look at that cute guy."
Dude, we're here, bro. We're here. I was on the phone with some dude who was like my friend's boyfriend at the time, and he was talking to me about something. He asked me something, whatever, and I hear his friend in the background like, "Hey, who's that? Is she fine?" And then I hear him like, "Nah." And I was like, "Okay."
Oh,
okay.
What the fuck? I'm good enough to give you a ride, but I'm not fine, motherfucker.
Right? I was like, whatever, man, take your small dick somewhere else. But I always had to have a clapback. I remember one time I made this little boy cry in like 4th grade because they were talking shit about something. And so finally I had it. I was done. I was like, you know what? I'm about to go in on this fool. So I did. I was like, you need to shut up. I was like, you're the one who was always pooping himself in 1st grade. We'd always have to leave the classroom every day after lunch because you would poop and pee everywhere. Then your mom had to bring you clothes. And then we'd have to wait for an hour outside, sweating our asses off. All I see. I know, so savage. I was in 4th grade, bro. And then 2 seconds later, after I finished what I said, he was like, and I was like, oh shit. I didn't realize the power I had until that moment.
He's crying.
Yeah, we got it.
Ryan.
I'm gonna be a comic. I can talk this forever.
I was like, come for me, bro.
So what is the most embarrassing moment you've had doing comedy? What is the hard, like, have you ever bombed on stage? Have you ever had what's the worst thing that's ever happened to you doing stand-up? What about you, Richard? Start with this one. What was the most difficult time you had?
The most difficult time. Difficult time. I think the day my dad died.
Ooh.
That's always been my hardest show. My dad died. There was 2 sold-out shows in Odessa, Texas, and that Saturday morning, my mom calls me and says, "Hey, your dad passed away," at 12 o'clock in the afternoon, and I was like, "Oh fuck," and I mustered up all my feelings. I fucking shoved them down my throat, and I went out and I did the best show I could have ever done, and I involved my dad. And it was so, I really thought, because at that time my material was like 40% my dad, because he's such a fuck up. But I did his material, and I don't know, man, it just came out like magic, man. It feels like a magical moment. I went to my room and cried the rest of the night. Nobody knew. Not the promoter, nobody. I didn't tell anybody. I turned off my phone the whole day. I wanted to go through that show. And it's the toughest, man. I don't think I've ever
Wow.
been anything bigger. So, and the thing is, you're not around family, so nobody can tell you, I'm so sorry. Everybody's having a great time. Yeah. Everybody was having a great time. Everybody was drinking, smoking, except you, and you have to pretend like everything's all right for the next 8 hours till the show's over.
Damn, that props to you, man. That's wow.
And the thing is, I was in a situation where if I canceled that show, I didn't make rent. So it's not like I had the luxury of going, fuck you, man, my dad died, I gotta go home. It was like,
Yeah.
no, man, it's so sad that I can't tell this promoter, go fuck yourself. I need to see my family. I better shut the fuck up.
Richard's
so I can get
dedicated.
this money.
We've known each other for almost 10 years now. And we were doing this show in Hollywood at the Man's Chinese Theater.
Yes.
And we needed more people to come to see the show. He went out with the megaphone and started kidnapping white children and dragging them into the and sending
Hell yeah.
literally, I was like, where did all these white children come from? He's like, watch,
Oh my God.
watch. There's gonna be, and then he did. He like snagged some children, snuck them into the theater. The parents start coming, and all of a sudden we had a sold out show. Like he is
Oh my
dedicated.
God.
He was out on Hollywood Boulevard kidnapping.
Oh yeah. That's where the money
That's
is.
how you gotta do it. You don't know
Ain't nobody
what you
gonna
want.
pay
You don't
ransom
know
for
what you want.
anybody
I'll tell you
else.
What you want.
We have Miss Kat Seha just wiped her shoes and she wants some hot wings.
Ooh.
Oh, Look at her.
Joey
Like,
Hall wants
you're playing with my
hot wings,
emotions.
girl. Yes.
I'm gonna hold on. You know what? I got Postmates real quick.
I want some hot wings. Hey.
Yes.
So-
What? Yes.
This.
So are you more Asian or are you more Mexican, Miss Maria de la Ghetto? Which? Or
You know
does,
what?
Or does it change from day to day?
Yeah, you know, sometimes I'll be like with my long Polynesian hair, people like to be like, oh my God, are you Hawaiian? And then when I'm ready, like when I'm gonna throw down, I just throw that shit in a bun and I'm like, bitch, we about to fight. I'm about to be real chola right now. You ain't know me. I'm from East Los, so I'm from East Los. Take the earrings off real quick and be
She
like,
just transformed races. She just put her
Like-
hair up and now she just.
you know what I'm saying? I'm like, hold up. We gonna fight right now, girl? Where's the I got the Vaseline. Hold up. Like, I'm ready.
Oh shit, she's reaching.
I always had to be ready.
Pocket. What do you think?
I got a blade under my tongue.
Just ready. Carries a mouthpiece. All right, bitch. Come on.
You know, like, I got nice teeth, y'all. I ain't trying to fuck that shit up, okay?
Exactly.
But I do.
And you, Maria?
What's
Yeah,
up?
toughest show you've ever had to do?
Oh, toughest show, man. Not like that. That's like I feel like. I think the one show that really stands out where I was just like not on my game. Someone got into my head. It was actually the headliner. And I kind of want to bring up her name, but I won't because I'll be professional.
Call her Becky.
We'll call her.
But how
her.
did she get into your head?
So she was the headliner, and this was one of like my first like bigger shows. It was at Pechanga Casino, down in San Diego, and she was an Asian girl, and like at the time, this was like 10 years ago. Which there's Asian comedians, but even back then it was not that much. You know what I'm saying? So I was like hella hyped. I was like, oh shit, I'm opening for an Asian girl, like lit. Let's do this. So she comes into the green room, and I'm like putting some lipstick on, and she walks in, and she was like, hi, I'm Tina, or something like that. I was like, oh, are you the headliner? And I was like excited, and I was like, I'm so excited, because I'm Asian. She was like, are you one of the comedians? And I was like, skirt. First of all, bitch, that was the shade right there, number one. So then she goes, so we're getting ready. I was like, because I told her, I was like, oh yeah, I'm opening. I'm opening for you, blah, 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 blah. And she was like, okay, cool. Totally like freaking sangrona, like just nose up in the air. And then she turns and she goes, after she's doing her thing, then she turns back to me and she's like, so you're not going to do like jokes about like Asians having small penises or like how we can't drive, right? And I was like, in my head, I was like, well, yeah. What else am I supposed to talk about? Like, so I was just like, no, of course not. Yeah, okay. She's like, I just don't want the crowd to like have a negative response towards me before I get on the show. And I was like, okay. So I was freaked out because like, that was my whole last set. I was like, what you think? So I'm in the crowd on the verge of tears. I was like, I really don't know what to talk about. Like, I'm gonna have to come up with a whole new set in about 2 minutes. So then one of the homies that came with me was like, what, are you okay? And I was like, no, man. I was like, so I told him what happened. He was like, man, fuck this bitch. I was like, what? He was like, who does she think she is? You gonna blackball you from the comedy community? She ain't nobody. Nobody's heard of her. And I was like, okay. He's like, do not let her get into your head. Do not cry. He was like, don't let her get into your head. He's like, she cannot tell you what you can and cannot talk about in your comedy. I was still new in the scene. I was young. I was, dumb, whatever. I didn't know how it worked. So I was still nervous. I did my set like I normally would, but I didn't do as great. I could tell that I was like speeding through and like being nervous and all this shit. And like I got last though. And I can tell you right now, I was way funnier than she was, because when we all were done, the show was done, everybody came out and they came up to me and they're like, you should have been the headliner, da-da-da-da-da. And when she came out, bro, she had that mean mug face, like, she was so pissed. And I was like, fight me. I'm half Mexican, girl. Let's go. I'm ready. And she had, oh, man, I was, woo. And I never heard of her since, so... Madre, I don't care. I want to put her on blast, but then that might give her some credit. So we'll just keep it. But that was the worst. That was the worst.
Richard,
it was like
I never told you this one. So when I started doing comedy, I wasn't out. It took me 3 years before I could come out on stage.
Wow.
And I was just too embarrassed. And I remember I was at the Comedy Store, and the headliner was this 1% biker. Like ZZ Top style, Sons of Anarchy. So I get up on stage, do my coming out show, and it's 3 rows deep of leather biker tattooed. Woo! And I get up
You're getting her hot,
like,
bro. You're getting her hot. You're getting Maria.
I'm just like, I have to admit it to everybody. I like it in the ass.
Wow.
It was this ripple of like, what did we sign up for? And laughter and the thing. And then I was like, oh my God, I can't believe I just said that. It felt so amazing. Here, sir, try it. And I gave the microphone to this biker in the front row. Just say I like it in the ass. It feels so good.
Oh my God.
And like literally 5 seconds later, the whole audience, he likes it in the ass. He likes it. And then this little gay boy was in the back. He was like, I like it in the ass. I'm like, bitch, we know you like it in the ass, okay?
We could tell by the octave.
Yes, okay. For
That's the octave of a bottom if I ever heard.
Every comedian that got up on stage is like, okay, where's that biker that likes it in the ass? Oh, it was brutal.
Yes.
I mean, it was very liberating.
Oh my God.
It was terrifying, but you got to go one way or the other. You just got to go deep into it, and just that's it. That's it. So
that's amazing.
He likes it in the ass. He likes it. I'm gonna make a t-shirt.
It's kind of like, I was flying recently from Miami before this lockdown, and I turn on my iPad, and on my iPad is the last website that I was looking at from the night before.
He likes it in the ass? What was
And it just turned into this sea of grunting and thing and body parts moving and stuff. And it was loud too. And it was like, ooh, ah. And I was like, okay, either you slam it shut in shame or you turn the screen so the other people in your row can watch it too.
You turn the screen, bro.
I turn the screen. I'm like, hi. I'm like, here.
Sharing is caring.
What is the call? And I start breaking it down like I'm watching some kind of safari. But that's what you gotta do in life. You can't know,
Hey guys, I saw a very interesting small documentary. It's about 20 minutes long, but they're talking about doctors. These are doctors on YouTube saying, guys, you can't be quarantined. You can't sanitize your entire house. You cannot keep killing these germs. You need some of these germs to fight the other germs. Like we're not gonna be able to survive once you let everybody out of quarantine. They've been clean, and now they don't have any other germs to fight the bad germs. You have good germs, you have bad germs. We're not getting any of the good germs. So they're saying our immune system's going to be so weak by the time we get out, we're going to get even sicker.
Yes and no. This is just like when you get an infection. You take a heavy antibiotic like a Z-Pack, and it happened to me. You take it, and it wipes out all of the bacteria, good and bad. Mm-hmm. And then they don't tell you, on the book of side effects, they don't tell you that you're not going to be able to fart for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And every time you try to fart, you just put your pants.
Yes.
That's what happens. That's what happens. And so I can see that that's what they're talking about, is that like, okay, if we wipe out all of the good bacteria and completely sanitize, yes, I do agree. But I don't think that we are living life that sanitary right now. We're not all putting ourselves.
No. But some people are freaking out. You know what I mean? Like me and you, I'm outside, man. I'm not wearing a mask. My back's on the side.
No, I'm like, I just went to Vallarta's. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Yeah, I'm licking fucking airplane toilets. You know what I mean?
Oh God, I've seen that white girl.
Yeah.
Becky,
So-
What is
you
wrong
are
with white people today?
nasty.
White
Huh?
people have lost their minds. I am embarrassed. Like, good thing. Like, I'm really a black girl inside. I just look like a white boy outside.
You're ethnic white though.
Yes, and I was raised by black girls, so like but I am embarrassed. Like, I'm looking on TV now. Like, what is like? You don't see people of different race like marching in the streets without the mask and protesting and the thing. You don't see people of color shooting up McDonald's employees for not letting them in. Like, what is going on?
Now,
Explain this to me.
check this out, though. Then we're all lumped in as Americans. You understand? And then Europe gets to see all of this shit that happens in America and goes, oh, those are Americans. Motherfucker, I'm American too. Well, now I'm American.
Yeah.
And I'm not like that. You know what I mean? You get. That's why I guess this show is great. They get another perspective of what real Americans look like. And
Yeah,
we
for
are
real.
white.
I think this is like a perfect segment. Like, we are America. We are the future of America here.
Yes. So don't worry. We're not going to stay on that high horse for long.
Oh my God, I know. They need to be knocked down a peg. Like, damn.
Yeah.
What is the first thing you're gonna do when you get out, Maria?
What you think?
That D, son. That D. She's going to go get
It's
that
actually
D.
between me and like getting Korean barbecue. That's like neck and neck.
You don't fuck it up.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I saw
All
you.
can
You were
eat,
like,
all
oh
you can eat.
shit. Oh, I miss that Korean
Instead of
barbecue.
kimchi, you're gonna get some Kim D.
Come,
You know what? I would love to, but Asian boys do not like me. Like straight
No?
up, because I'm not an Asian girl to them. Like, I'm a big ass Mexican chick who has chinita eyes. Do you feel me? Like, that was my nickname. When you asked me earlier, what do I identify more with? It's honestly equal, because as a kid, I got teased by all the Mexicans for being chinita. And then as I got older, I got like, I don't know if the cheeks pushed up or something. And I looked like, what happened? But then all of a sudden I was Latina. And then they like it was just like, so they hated me on both sides. So I had to identify equally. But
So,
what?
what are you gonna do when this is over? Just the D? You gonna go get some D?
I think
tomorrow?
I'm gonna I think I'm gonna go for the D and then get some kimchi. You feel me? You know what I mean? Because you can't eat kimchi and then get D. Because
Yeah, that's what I was gonna tell you. I was gonna tell you, girl.
So
I'm
can I
already perfect.
ask you a private question, Maria? A personal.
yeah, of course.
Can you tell us about the first time when you lost your virginity to your first love? Can you share that story with us?
Wait. Say it again. I missed it. What was it? Can you tell us about the first what?
Her first time. Her first.
Oh, your first time. Yeah. How was your first time?
Oh
Not
my
the first
God.
time this morning, but the first time.
I know.
Yes.
Oh
not this
my
week,
God.
The first time ever.
Oh,
How
Okay.
old were you? Where were you? Just paint
Set
the
it
scene
up.
for us.
Paint the picture.
Set it up for us.
the year was 2002.
Wow.
I only remember that because I was right out of high school. It was like 6 months after I graduated high school. So I think I had just turned 18 because I graduated that year. I was working with this dude at Carl's Jr. So there's that, first of all. Homeboy was from Carl's Jr. We
Did
were
you
there.
smell like
And then.
Carl's Jr.? Was there that like was he delicious?
He might have, because I couldn't tell. You see, if you smell like a number 3 with cheese, I probably did too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
you guys
I couldn't
after
tell.
work?
So yeah, we were all
afterwards?
kicking it, hanging out, and we ended up. Oh my God! So we ended up on my best friend's house. She was out with her man, and me and homeboy were at the spot at the pad. I was sleeping in her mom's room. God, I hope she never sees this. You know what? Legit, I should probably check.
No, she's not.
God, okay.
Good.
So it was on her mom's bed, and homeboy had a girlfriend at the time. So he was like, I brought it up. I was like, we should just do it to get it over with. And he was like, I have a girlfriend. I was like, okay, whatever. Like, And then, so finally, he like a few minutes later, I hear a knock at the door, and I was like, he's like, so you're still down? And I was like, yeah. So we do the deed. It's both our first times, and homeboy lasted like maybe a couple seconds, 30 seconds or something.
Like 2 pumps and go.
Yep, literally, like I think it was 2 pumps or something.
Oh,
And
you were just too sexy for him. He couldn't
And then
handle
what?
all that sexiness, and he just lost his mind.
100, you know. But so
But
we're
this
done.
is your first time. How is it that you're like, fuck it, let's do this?
What do you mean? Because was
Well,
it
yeah,
supposed to
this
be
is
some
your first
magical
time. You're
experience or something?
No, but
Because obviously
saying, I mean,
So for anybody who's watching, girls, you ain't missing out. Wait,
I was
gonna be
expecting
Wait.
some like everyone
You're
talked
so
it up
happy.
like it was
Like I'm gonna tell my daughter I'm gonna show her this to make sure that she keeps her legs shut for the next 20 years.
just honestly
Yes.
like I feel like everyone like virginity is technically like a construct. I hope you know that. Like that's like some real shit. It's not a real thing. Like actual
Yeah.
like physically, it's not. You could break your hymen if you fell and landed wrong. You know what I'm saying? Virginity was created by
Yeah, I
men to
get
make us think it's supposed to change our lives. So
yeah.
after we're done, I go in the room and I close the door. Mind you, the walls are thin, and I start cracking the fuck up. I was there like, just laughing. I was like, this is what I was saving myself for? This is ridiculous. Oh my God. I was just like laughing. And then 2 seconds later, I hear, Maria. I was like, oh, shit. So I go out, and then he's like, you're not going to say anything, are you? And I was like, say what now? He's like, he felt bad. Homeboy started crying because he felt bad about cheating on his girlfriend. I was like,
Oh, I thought he'd be feeling bad about the 2 pumps.
you
No,
would
no.
think.
That's what you should feel bad about. Hello.
I was like,
And here you are telling everybody.
I hope he learned his lesson. I hope he learned to.
So, does size matter, Maria?
Hell yeah.
It
Hell
does matter.
motherfucking yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Right?
it doesn't have to be some like big ass like tree trunk. You feel me?
Uh-huh.
Like 6 inches is minimum. I prefer a solid 9. That's my max. But anything between 6 and 9 is like good as long as you know what you're doing. Don't be a lazy big dick dude either, okay? Just because you have a big dick doesn't mean that you know what you're doing with it. I don't know how many times I've had mediocre ass big dick. I was just like, you know what? Get out my bed. Get the hell out. Get the
Wait, what's mediocre big dick? Explain
Okay.
that to me. 'cause
Explain.
I have
I
a
will
big dick
Richard.
and I want to know what's
Let me
big
break it down.
I want to know what's
Break it down.
mediocre big dick. Because I don't know if I'm mediocre big dick. I want to be
mediocre.
In my world, we call them the
Igor.
Doomy Boys.
the what?
The Doomy Boys.
Oh, the
Mhm.
Doomy Boys.
Because
Okay.
they like go to the gym and work out, but then they're like too tired to do anything in bed, and they're hung in the thing, and they're like, and they just lay there like, do me.
Like, bitch, I'm about to call you Patrick Starfish with your starfish laying ass.
And they just, oh.
I'm like, first of all, sir, I'm a big girl. You think I'm gonna get on top and bounce up and down? You crazy as all hell. There's that number one. I'm finna work out. We already talked about this.
So
But that's real, like-
where's the craziest, most scandalous place you have ever done it? Red
School.
My mom, my
And-
best friend's
and-
mom's bed.
Friend's
A
mom's
public
bed,
school.
Richard. What about you?
A
Where's the
public
craziest
school,
place?
A public school. We broke into the public school and we just went in between the buildings. I'm an adult, bro. I'm 28, 27 years old.
But you went in between those trailer temps? You went and did
Yes.
it between the little
Yes.
temps?
Yes. We just pulled over. We saw a school. We fucking went through one of the openings of the fence. We went in there and we just went at it up in the air, bro. No, nobody cared. It was during the day too, around this time.
Oh my God.
It was on the weekend. So
This,
go ahead,
this
Maria.
reminds me,
Go
because
ahead.
I grew up in Europe, and in Europe, you know, you live with your parents until you're like 30, 40, until you get married. And one of my friends, she was telling me about how she lost her virginity, and it was in a park. You know, after the club, because there's no one has a car, you can't go home, you just do it in a bush or in an alley. So she's doing it in a bush, in the park, and the thing. And this grandmother is walking her dog and walks and sees them. And the grandmother looks at her and she's like, oh, that reminds me of my first time But that's why I love Europe. That's why I love Europe, because grandmothers roll up, and if it was America, she would have called the police. But in Europe, she's like, that reminds me of when I lost my virginity in a bush. Oh, that's so romantic.
Oh my god, that's great. Oh, I love it. Oh, did we lose Richard?
I think he got free. He froze.
No, I'm
He's
here,
just
I'm here.
smiling.
Oh, it's your picture.
Yeah.
I think probably the craziest for me actually would be the hills of Highland Park here in LA.
York and 64th. York and 64th.
Right above, actually, on Avenue 55 in
Right above
Raver.
the Blockbuster, yes, bitch.
Just like right, someone's house was right there, someone else's driveway. There's just like a little patch of grass on the top of the mountain. I was like, whatever. Plug it up.
Before we go, if you could give a piece of advice to men, okay, the men out there who are dating, what are some of just give me the basic, basic rules that you wish that you could, share with guys to help them with their game. What do guys nowadays need to know? What are
Always eat pussy.
Top 3, what?
Always eat pussy.
Yeah, okay, we got that. But the pussy is a mess to eat. It's like lobster. You need a bib and a cracker and the tools and the thing. That's complicated.
Nah, bro. Sometimes it's like barbecue. You make it with your fingers. Nah, bro. That's just
Can I
delicious. I'm
To
sorry.
you, sir.
Yeah.
To you, sir.
Thank you. Sometimes you're done, you go, that was good. Man.
But how can a guy get to that eating stage first? Like, what does he have to do to get to that, even to that point?
I'll tell you what I do. I
guys
tell the
need to
girl,
know?
I tell the girl, get ready. I'm gonna eat your pussy as soon as I get there.
You show up with
That's it.
flowers
She
and
knows before we even have sex. I tell her, get ready.
Okay, well, you need to tell other guys
Hello.
to follow through. I don't know how many times I've heard,
Yeah.
"Oh, I'm about to go down and blah 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 and do all this. You're gonna suffocate me with your legs." Girl, no.
Nothing.
He gets there and I'm like,
I can't.
"What are you doing? Licking a lollipop?" He's over here.
Now, what do you give them directions? You go, no, harder, softer, okay, stronger, suck more, rub there. See, you gotta coach them.
Yeah, no,
Coach
well,
them.
I do, but if you over here talking up all that game, I ain't trying to be your coach. You should be the NBA All-Star right now.
That is true.
Feel me?
That is true. Or
Like-
either be upfront, say, hey, I
you're
don't
not
know
running a
what I'm doing.
cunnilingus camp.
Run me through to this shit. Run me through the whole eating pussy shit. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Like straight up, just
All right.
So that's rule number 1. What's rule number 2 that guys need to know?
okay. It is just hooking up or dating or
Just
or
in
what?
general, if you could sprinkle some knowledge on the male
Okay.
population. Number 1, you guys, you got to eat.
Yep.
Number 2,
two, even if you're just trying to hook up, if it's just for the night, and you're talking to somebody, like if you're talking to me, we're at the bar where everything's lit, and we're vibing on each other. If I go home with you, or if whatever, it's assumed, like we know, it's assumed that stuff is gonna go down. I'm upfront as long as there's consent at the very end, obviously, like you know what I mean. But like, guys always feel like they have to make all these like promises, and then they get all weird. Like girls just want to get D too. Okay, we just want to like get in, get out. Maybe if we stay the night, have some breakfast. But we're not all trying to.
us, because now I need to feel like I need a girl to like sign. You need to sign right here to make sure that this is all
Right, and I'm not saying that they're not at fault either. Like what's up. Like if you're going home to a dude's house, and you're vibing on each other, and you guys end up hooking up, but then you regret it because of whatever reason. As long as he wasn't forcing you, you can't go around talking
We're
about.
gonna
he
start a
did this.
fire with this one. We're gonna.
Yeah.
Fire with this
Listen.
one.
Like consent, 100%.
Listen,
Just saying.
If you fall asleep,
I'm married. I am married.
if your partner falls asleep and you have sex with them, is that consent? Not consent? Is that allowed?
Wait,
What do you think?
Like if we're hooking up,
If your partner's not waking up and you're having sex with them, it's not even called sex, bro.
What?
You better be fucking waking that motherfucker
Have you?
up.
This happened.
If something goes into my ass, I'm gonna wake up.
This
I
happened
don't
to
give
me.
a fuck who your partner is, Igor.
He fell asleep. We were in
And
the
you
middle
put-
of it. All of a sudden, I'm down on him, and I was like, "Whoa!" doing my thing, my little classic spit and twist, and all of a sudden, I hear this.
Man.
I was like,
You gotta up your game, bro. You gotta go for the balls too.
I
bro.
asked my criminal defense attorney. Oh my god!
Maybe
So my
that's how
best
you
friend's
wake him
criminal
up.
defense attorney, and I asked her, I'm like, "Is it rape if I have sex with them when they're sleeping?" And she's like, "Only if they wake up.
Oh my god.
So just make sure you finish before they wake up, and then it's gonna be okay."
Yeah.
Oh my god.
No, for me,
Do
it's.
you have a question
it's
you want
the-
to ask Maria before we go?
Question. You live in LA, Maria? Are you an LA
Yeah.
comic now? Oh, congratulations. I'm glad you're at El
Thank you.
Centro. Really quick, my whole thing is with the situation the way it is with the Me Too movement, I get it. I have a daughter, but my wife will ask me, "Would you cheat on me?" I said, "No, man. Just the shit that's going on right now, I'm so scared that just no. Everybody is looking to be famous. Everybody's trying to make a name for themselves. And I got way too much to lose. I can't afford, because I feel that some women would take advantage of that situation and go, "Oh, you don't fuck him." You know what I mean? He's gonna go.
Absolutely.
I'm not letting anybody know. And I'm like, what the fuck? You knew what this was. And girls will change their mind quick. Nah,
Yeah.
like you're telling me right now, I don't give a fuck. It's a one night stand. I'll fuck him. But that's her thoughts now.
Yeah.
Tomorrow you do her dirty, or you're just being you or whatever, and she feels like you owe her something. She's gonna fucking end you. You know
But
what I mean?
that's the thing. Also, being upfront. I think
No,
that's
no.
honestly the biggest thing with men.
Even being up front, I run the risk of her opening up her mouth, and now she's telling my wife.
And that's on her. I get that.
Yeah.
But
That's
I
why-
really,
Richard, just go gay. That's the thing. If it's too complicated, just go gay.
I think, yeah, you're right, bro. I think.
I
you're
mean,
right.
so many dudes would just want to suck your dick, period. And then be like, okay, thanks, daddy. Like, don't need no reciprocation. Like, nothing. They're just like, thanks, daddy. And you're like, why didn't I do this sooner? But yeah.
I could be a
Mother's
lazy
Day
dick.
coming
I could
up.
be a lazy dick.
You could. Absolutely.
So I know we have Mother's Day coming up.
Yes.
Is anyone doing anything special for Mother's Day? Maria, what are you doing for Mother's Day?
Oh, I bought my mom a little succulent box.
Nice.
What?
Nice. Are you doing any
Yeah.
comedy shows this weekend?
Oh, I am actually. I'm producing my very first show ever, and I'll probably never do it again because it's too much work. My canas are coming out, bro. I was like, oh my God, my hair's too dark to be like having gray hair right now. Okay. So it's on Saturday, May 9th at 8 p.m.
Saturday, May
Zoom
9th
show.
at 8 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
It's, a
It's
Zoom
called, it's what?
Where do we
It's a Zoom
see it?
show?
Where do we get it?
It's a Zoom show. I have the link in my Instagram bio, and I'll post it on my Facebook to sign up, and then I'll email the link, the meeting info. But it's called I Get It From My Mama, and it's an all women of color show.
Oh,
So,
nice. Good.
Why didn't you invite me?
what do you mean?
You're too,
Oh,
you're,
I
you're
was like,
too black. You're too black. You're too black, Igor. And can you tell us all your the handles, all your social media
Yeah,
handles?
what's
so
your
we can go see
Instagram?
that?
How do we
It's-
find you?
I got lucky. I got the name. It's all just my name, Maria De La Ghetto, all together on Instagram, Facebook, Venmo, PayPal, Cash App, OnlyFans. No, I'm just kidding. I haven't opened an OnlyFans yet, but there's still time. But yeah, it's all. Even my Twitter is the same thing. It's all one word, Maria De La Ghetto. You can find me on there, and yeah, you can just holler at a bitch, say what's up.
Awesome. We'll definitely check it out. Richard, do you have any shows coming up?
Just the next Wednesday, I'll be at the Laugh Factory streaming their live shows that they do at 2:00 every Wednesday, and then the following Wednesday on the 20th, I'll have the Mother's Day special we're doing with La Chupitos at the Laugh Factory. Also, that's it, man.
Awesome.
Very good. Very
What's your
So-
handle? I want to. Are we friends
At-
on Facebook, Richard?
I don't know, but it's at Richard Comedy at social media, and then just Richard Villa on Facebook. Comedian
Okay.
Richard Villa.
There we go.
Yeah, Richard at Richard Comedy, and then Richard Villa on Facebook.
That's what's up.
And I'm
Okay.
Iggy Love Sky. You can find me on YouTube, Insta, here on Facebook. Thank you so much, Maria De La Ghetto, for representing.
Thank you.
Thank you, girl. You were so much fun.
You too. I hope
love
we
you.
get to see each other
You are
in
amazing.
person
And
soon.
before we
Yes,
go, just
we
remind us,
will.
Saturday, tell us the show dates and how to find you one more time.
Oh, yes. Saturday, May 9th, 8 p.m. on Zoom. It's on my Instagram, Maria Delgado, Facebook. You sign up you click on the link in my bio and you'll send your email. And that way I can send you the meeting info an hour before the show.
Awesome. Awesome. All right,
Thank you,
guys. Stay
guys.
healthy and happy.
Thank
Love you.
you.
Bye, Maria. Bye, you guys.
Bye.
See you later. Nice meeting you guys.
You
Bye.
too.
Bye.